Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is my friend Lauren.
Hello.
Today we are going to be doing the makeup swap challenge. So as you can see, Lauren is very pale in comparison, and I like to wear foundation that's darker than my skin tone. So we're going to swap makeup. We thought this would be fun. Lauren's been wanting to film with me, so she was kind enough to come over, and yeah, hopefully this video is not super long, but it should be entertaining. So we're just gonna get into it. So I'll make Lauren take her face off. So she's got a pile of my makeup. I have a pile of hers. The baby's here. You've watched my videos. You've seen her. She may make an appearance. The dog is here. So Lauren may do her makeup and I may hold the baby, and then she may hold the baby and I'll do my. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, it should be entertaining if nothing else.
The baby is the queen.
A few of you have heard me talk about going to beauty school. So Lauren is my friend from school, so she is also studying to become a cosmetologist. So I thought it would be fun, and yeah, we're gonna get started.
I will be a tan goddess, like Alex now.
I don't like to go outside, so I like to emulate being tan without actually having to do the work to be tan. That's why I wear too much bronzer and my foundation is not the right shade.
I feel like we both kind of like dark looks. It's just like our foundation is very different.
Yeah, because there are days where I do like super colorful or like weird eyes.
Hi, baby. The baby is joined.
You want to come see? You can see yourself. Look.
Look. She doesn't care.
No.
Says he took off a mask.
There's no toys. We did have this whole setup over there, and we thought, well, maybe go closer to the baby toys.
We are making it rain beauty supplies.
Where's your toys? I have a mirror.
I think I have everything off. Do I?
It looks like it's off.
Okay.
You can play with the mirror. If there's a mirror in one of those, I can use. If that makes you happy, you may have that. Do you use primer?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure. Some people don't use primer.
I use the Silk Infusion.
Oh, okay.
Either
or. This one I'm allergic to.
Can I get the Silk?
Yes.
One? Okay.
Yeah. I got this in a BoxyCharm and it made me break out. I gave it to Heather. I don't know if Heather's used it. Heather, if you're watching, I know you don't use primer. Use the primer. But I told her, like, put a little dab because...
It was right here. Oh, it's behind the...
Oh, okay. We have stuff all over, so, like I said, if nothing else, it should be entertaining. Now, Rachel told me she uses this, too, as primer. I've never tried it as primer.
Yes.
So you just put a little bit on?
Yes.
Pretend it's that. I don't know why it's weird to me to try and use this, because I don't know. I associate it with hair care, and this is the Silk Infusion from Chi. If anybody
get that promo,
you can put it in your hair and on your face. If anybody has it and didn't know they could use it as primer, now you know.
It contains silk protein.
We're informing people of things that they may not have known about.
So do you use a primer?
There's 3 in here that
Oh, there's 3.
I'm extra. I can't use just one thing on my face. So I use the mattifying primer around my nose. You don't have to do that. I just put all 3 of them in there.
I want the full Alex experience.
I start with the Smashbox, the primerizer. I can use this one. I'm not allergic to this. And then I'll put the illuminating one on.
Okay.
And then I put the matte one in the T-zone. I can't keep foundation on around my nose. Like, really? I'm not that oily. Like, just a teensy bit oily. But but I found that using the mattifying primer just around here.
That's the one.
It helps keep the foundation on. So I usually use a combination of these, or I
Full
have
combo.
a blurring one that sometimes I'll use on my cheeks.
Nice. I like this.
And there's 2 different setting sprays in there. I can't just use one setting spray either.
Oh
I
my
have to use
God.
multiple. So it's hard when I'm like testing stuff because I don't.
Do you also have to use an even number of sprays?
No, I'm. She's making fun of my OCD, but I don't know. I like have to combine things. Some days I do just use one, but I have like pores here, so then sometimes I'll put the blurring one here, the mattifying one here, the illuminating one all over.
Really?
So I'm like trying to fix problematic areas because I don't necessarily need the whole thing blurred.
No.
And I know there's people that just put primer in like specific spots, but it like bothers me not to put primer on my whole face. So I feel like I have to use something
I feel that.
everywhere.
I understand.
I feel like that's so good. It smells good. I don't know. It's just I only use it on my hair, so I'm like I'm putting hair care products on my face.
Normal.
But I know we use this at school for people, so
It's the best ever.
I know.
The baby doesn't approve of Silk Confusion.
Where's your mirror?
Oh God. Everything's falling. Ooh, this primer has color.
It doesn't like stay. You're making all the things fall down. She can have. Did you use this one?
Yes.
Okay, you can have that one. I just have to make sure that the dog doesn't get a hold of it. Because she likes to sneak things off and eat them.
I'm feeling very primed. And tan and glowing. Extra primed.
What?
With 3.
Ashlyn was telling me one day, she's like, the makeup like application is really like flawless. I'm like, yeah, that's because I have a mountain of primer on my face.
A mask.
Okay. All right. So for foundation, Lauren uses. Where's the other? She does a little bit of Manic Panic and then Kat Von D
Yes.
to get white.
A white look.
Do you like? I've been meaning to ask you. Are you just all like alternative goth, or you just like the white?
I don't know. I've never really had a label for that. I just like. I feel like I just really I can't find the concealer.
Oh, I had it.
Oh. Okay, you're ahead of me.
I put a pile of stuff next to me.
I have this weird thing where I like porcelain dolls.
Oh, okay.
And like
So
I like the big eyes, and like I kind of try to mimic that.
okay, I wasn't
You know
sure
what I mean?
because I know like some people that do like the whiter foundation
Yeah.
are more alternative. So
Like
I've never asked, so I thought I would.
I'm too girly for that. I like pink. So is this the foundation that you use?
Yeah, I used to do the
SPF.
the makeup. I think it was Makeup Forever. And I still have it, but it's really expensive. It's like a $50 foundation,
goodness.
and that I actually like that better
This is good. I like it.
for my older skin.
You're not old. Heart.
Do you use a sponge or do you use a brush?
I go in for the sponge.
I used the Kat Von D for a while, and I had a hard time with the sponge, and I don't know if it's because it was thick, but we'll try.
The baby's having a good time over there. And I know you use a brush.
I go back and forth, so if you want to use a sponge, you can, or if you want to use the foundation brush.
Which one?
They're both
Is that
good.
the foundation brush?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one's a really good
Matte.
brush, but I have weeks where I'll just use the brush, and then I went back to a sponge last week
I'm
and was using that.
tan. I'm glowing. It smells good though.
It does have a fragrance. Like, that was the only thing, and I've noticed that with all of, like, CoverGirl stuff. I had the mirror in front. This is why I usually, like, will set a mirror off
Oh
to the
my
side, because
god,
I will,
you're
like...
so white. Why does it look strange?
Because I wear dark foundation.
Are you okay?
Well, in the Manic Panic stuff that Lauren's using, I gave her, and the reason I bought it was to do, like, Halloween makeup
What are you
for
trying
my
to say?
channel, and I never used it. And I was like, oh, well, your foundation's up. You know, you wear white foundation here. Maybe you can actually use this on a
I
daily
know, you
basis.
came up to me at school and you're like, do you want white foundation? I'm like...
Because I wasn't sure if you actually used white, or if you went, like...
Apparently I do.
just well, on me it looks white. I'll blend it down. I don't know. Gonna help at this point.
It looks like a face mask.
We're gonna pretend that it's blending down my neck. And Lauren's either gonna look tan or she's gonna look like she has hepatitis. Because my foundation's a little yellow based, so because I'm olive undertoned. So the yellow neutralizes on me and it looks
I'm just
like
pink.
the right shade. But Lauren not needing the yellow, I wasn't sure if it would look yellow or if you would just look, oh, you see, you just look tan. I look like I'm going to a Halloween party. Oh,
I think your husband's gonna really like this look.
I think so.
Yeah.
I should have, like, waited to pick my daughter up and then went over to my father-in-law like this and see if he noticed. Because sometimes he doesn't notice things, so I could have went in and...
Sweetie, what happened?
Well, and he's the kind of person he not necessarily would have said anything and just, like, asked his wife later, like, so Alex came over and her face was all white.
You experiment in beauty school.
Just tell him I'm trying out a new shade.
I look healthy. I look like I go to the gym, eat green things.
I've never tried her concealer. I do need the concealer because otherwise I'm just gonna look like I'm supposed to be in like the Walking Dead because of my dark circles. They're like
I can't look at you right now.
they're like super dark.
Even on me,
And I
it looks
used
weird.
some of the Kat Von D. I swear I only put a tiny bit of the white and used mostly Kat Von D.
But it looks weird now. But when the eyes are done, yes, it'll look good. You just have to give it a chance. Or not, like it's still gonna be disastrous. I'm trying to be positive.
Well, and I am pale. Like my foundation is like just a smidge probably darker because if you go like the right color, like for me, if I go the right color or like a tad too light, I look super pale.
Oh.
Just a teeny bit dark and then it blends in. As long as I don't put too much foundation on, then it looks like it's a good color match.
I feel like this actually looks natural on me.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially blended with the neck, if I were to do that.
Here, this is a tube. We just have to make sure Lauren gets her concealer back.
Whoa, this is a big application brush.
Oh, for the Shape Tape?
Wow. And this is a concealer.
Yeah.
And it's not white.
No.
It's actually skin color.
Yes.
Oh.
And that's actually light. Like that's like 2 shades lighter than probably like my foundation. And it's thick, so you can just you gotta blend it out.
I couldn't tell.
My circles are so dark, and even that doesn't completely cover. Like I can see like darkness through it, but that's the closest I've come because Clinique quit making the one that I used to use years ago.
Yeah, it's way too much.
If you the sponge will soak it up. It's a very full. I need a full coverage concealer. I have panda eyes.
Girlfriend needs a mask.
I have really dark circles, like really dark circles. And then you use this to set?
I use, oh goodness, where is it? Just this white one.
Oh, just the white one.
But unless there's redness, then I go in for that. Okay. But we don't want to get you too dark, you know, because God forbid.
Yeah, I probably could have gotten a shade darker on the Shape Tape, but I use it to highlight. I have
Speaking
another.
of that, I need to buy more of that. That stuff, like, you know, the foundations, they last a long time. But eventually it's just...
I feel like I have a narrow and, like, small face, so it takes me a long time to, like, go through a product. Like, even primer.
That thing did not travel well, did it?
I was going to put some in a lid, but there was a lot in the... There was a lot in the lid, so I didn't want to. I have fine lines, so I have to set under my eyes, or it looks like I have full-on wrinkles. My glasses camouflage it, but it's part of the reason I haven't gone back to contacts. Between my dark circles and lines that I have under my eyes, it's easier just to wear glasses because then it covers. Nobody knows that I'm starting to get wrinkles.
You don't have lines.
I can see them.
Lines.
They're there. Now we need to set because I don't want this to move, go anywhere.
Okay. Did I go there? So.
I'm just pressing this in. I've started using a sponge. I saw Jaclyn Hill do this in a video, like with the sponge. And she's not like baking. It just pushes it in and then it makes, you know, it look quite so powdery. And it actually does.
So what do you do now? Do you use a powder?
I do. I
thing is just a mess, and I apologize.
use 2 different powders.
It was a lot.
I like to use this one, and then this one I do where I put the concealer.
Okay.
And then I think I just put this one in there, and then did I put the compact? Yeah, and then the rest of the face I do that. I do have a third loose powder that I'll do all over for airbrushed. I can't just use one of anything. I realized when I was getting stuff together that I can't just use one. You can use that all over the whole face. You don't have to use the compact. But
nope, I'm going in for the kill.
I like the loose powder. I feel like it sets better than the pressed for me. Because that Shape Tape is so thick, it can like look like I have wrinkles.
No. Baby down.
You fell over.
Aww.
You fell over.
She's just scared of you. Is your mama's face scary?
Where's your bottle? Let's go get the bottle.
You need a drink.
We'll get bottle, and Mom will drop stuff on the floor. Look it, we're making a mess. I know. See,
she's just tired.
Lauren's makeup is all on the floor. She is. Grandpa said she needed a nap, but usually when in the afternoon, like after I've come home from school, it's too late for her and she won't take a nap. Because if she does take a nap, then she's up till like 9 o'clock. So it's usually easier just to have her be up and then she'll go to bed earlier.
You're tired and hungry and traumatized by our makeup.
She's still giving you the stink eye. She's been giving Lauren the stink eye since she's been here. Not really sure why. Lauren has been quite nice to you.
She's mad because I didn't bring her a strawberry drink.
Probably. She's just
Do I look
looking.
that bad?
She's like, Mom, I'm not looking at you because I don't know what to do with that.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, she's crying because she's looking at us. Okay.
So the foundation is set. Mine is set. I'll finish mine in a minute. Lauren can keep going. Next,
What is your next step?
I contour
Oh boy.
and bronze.
I don't do that.
And I like to pretend that I'm from New Jersey. In my head, I think I'm from New Jersey because I like overly bronze my forehead, I feel like, most days.
Is that a New Jersey thing?
Because they like to be tan and like overly bronzed. You know, like the Jersey Shore people.
I would imagine everyone from there being super white with a thick accent.
And there's a girl on YouTube that I watch, and she's from New Jersey, and she likes to contour her forehead heavily. You want the mirror back? Look, here, I'll pick it up.
Is this the contour?
Yeah. I usually will go in with the lighter one and then do the darker one just a little bit on the outer part, and then I'll go in with the shimmery to blend it out.
Why does it smell like chocolate?
It has kind of a vanilla-y.
I don't know why.
Yeah. A lot of the Tarte products are scented. This one kind of smells like vanilla.
Is this your contouring?
Yeah.
Very contour-esque. Still looking at me.
You can come back if you want to come back up here. You acted like you wanted to get down.
Hi.
You're going to eat.
She has the prettiest eyes. Can't get over her eyes.
She's getting tired, so she doesn't know if she wants to sit up here or play with her toys or...
Oh my god.
You just look very tan right now.
Is it weird?
A little bit. I've only ever seen you with white. With this. But it doesn't look like this on you.
You need to say something now.
It doesn't look bad on you. Like me, I think because I'm not as fair.
Doesn't look bad on you. You haven't done the eyes. I'm telling you. It's all about the eyes.
I think I took it down far enough that it's not as like...
It's gonna come through.
Geisha mask looking like it was when I first put it on.
You have to believe in it. Do I look... Why doesn't it look... From here it looks so dark. And then...
On that side, you just gotta blend it out.
Am I skinny now?
Is that what you're trying to fizzle? I have to be careful because, like, I lose weight in my face and my torso before I lose weight anywhere else. And then if I'm contouring too much, it makes me look like my face is sunken in. It's happened. And then I've had to stop contouring. And then I was sad.
Moral story. There's no way. See, I can't contour.
You just gotta blend.
No blending is gonna fix this out.
Well, I think maybe you took it too.
It's okay. It's okay. I can work. You don't like it?
It's like, I don't know. I was trying to figure out how to open it and eat it, but Mom wouldn't let me put it in the drawer anymore. What do you do after you do the foundation and powder?
I do the eyebrows.
Oh, wait till you're done.
And then I can hold her if you want while you do that part. If you trust me.
Oh, yeah. You want to go sit with Lauren?
I mean, I hold my dog.
She thinks she's a dog because she spends a lot of time with her dog, so...
You were right. It just needed to get blended.
Mm-hmm.
I was really traumatized at first. Do you do the forehead?
I do, but you don't have to.
Oh, I'm going out.
I like bronzing my forehead. Like, I think I'm from New Jersey. I go in and like overlay. There's some days where I like look in the mirror at school and I'm like, yeah, that was too much. But it helps with this palette because the colors in there that I use aren't super orange. I have had like some of the bronzers in my drawer a little warmer, and I put too much on. Not realized it until I've been at school.
My forehead is small now. Alex like, yeah, right.
I like contouring. I think it's fun because you can change the shape of your face.
I know, I'm scary.
What do you want to do? You want to sit?
Hi.
I'm a mess.
Oh,
I'm
when
a
she
mess.
smiles, her teeth stick out.
Say, I'm a piranha.
You're
There's a scene in Finding Nemo with the little girl when she goes to the dentist office.
I remember that. I didn't like that little girl.
Yeah, that's the part that her dad and I'm a piranha. I live in the Amazon. She tries to bite his finger off, but because there's so many teeth in here. There's so many. All those teeth.
This is the only brush I can't live without for my eyebrows.
Oh, okay.
It's the one and only. The OG, as the kids say, I think. I don't know.
No kiss? No kiss. What brow products do you use?
There was a little pot. I don't know where that went.
I have these two.
Is there another bag? Oh, it's down there.
Oh.
Baby has striked. Yes.
And I didn't realize you had that one.
There's
To walk around and make sure Lauren got all of her makeup. She's gonna go to do it tomorrow and be missing.
It looks moist because I put Silk Infusion in it because it makes it slide better. So it's just the e.l.f. with some Silk Infusion in there.
Oh, okay.
Get that promo!
I use their brow pencil. I've never used the
pot.
Yeah, the pomade.
I've already gotten it everywhere.
Oh, that's all right. She has the mirror. Is there a mirror in one of these? That one may have a mirror.
Sure.
Yes. I never use the mirror in these things, so I don't know which ones. People really complain about, like, oh, the eyeshadow palettes have to have a mirror. I don't ever use the mirror in them, so that's not a
I use the
deal
one
breaker. You want to go sit with Lauren? Okay.
Hi.
You want to sit with Lauren? Okay. So we'll try.
Attempt 45.
I feel like I didn't get my forehead as white as I got the rest of my face.
It's a struggle.
And it looks whiter on camera, I feel like, than it does in person. Looking at it. I can't see very far with
I
my
look
glasses.
tanner on camera.
My eyebrows are going to come out really dark. And I don't have very much. Like, you can see, like, I just don't really have eyebrows. And I don't overpluck them. I just don't. Yeah, I just don't have any.
I have bushes. But I shaved off the ends to be more dramatic.
Did they come back in?
Yeah, they
normal?
always do. Yeah. People think they don't, but for me it does. I guess because I have so much.
I have like overdrawn mine to like try and achieve a more fuller like that, but I feel like it looks super
Same when I do
fake
it.
because it's obviously it's drawn on. So
At my ends.
and I apologize if I'm covering. I am very blind without my glasses and I can't see. And I feel like this is probably just going to come out bad anyway. So nobody's missing out on
You're
anything.
trying to be positive.
A little bit goes a long way, but
You didn't do bad.
which is code for they don't look good.
No. You're like, it's gonna be bad. And I was like, oh, it's gonna be bad, but it doesn't even look bad. It looks good. It was dramatic. Jeffree Star who?
Sometimes I watch his videos. Sometimes he's too much. Have you used any of his makeup?
I actually, when I went up to Phoenix a couple weeks ago for a doctor's appointment, and I went to a makeup store and his line was there, and I bought a lipstick,
Oh,
a purple one. I was gonna bring it and I forgot it, so I'm kind of sad.
I look at his stuff online, and I think if I saw it in person, I'd probably buy it because it's expensive.
It is.
And I'm like hesitant to spend the money, especially on like the highlighters and have them not be like.
People say they break and stuff.
Well, and it's like some of them are very dark, I've heard. And I would hate to spend like $40 on a highlighter and then not be able to wear it.
Right.
And then like his eyeshadow palettes seem nice, and then I'm like, well. So I've never actually tried anything of his, but I always look at it. Like my mother-in-law was asking for ideas for Christmas, and so I like screenshotted some of his stuff because I'm like, well, if I got it as a gift, I wouldn't be mad.
You wouldn't feel bad.
And then I could try it, but yeah, I'm hesitant to spend my own money and then not like it or not
I had
be
never
able to
thought I
use
would
it.
buy it. But like I've just loved him from the start. Like I liked his music before he even started making videos, and then he started making videos and I liked it. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, there's a sign. I need a Jeffree Star lipstick.
I've watched some of I like his music. I wish he would record again because I actually like
I like the song Blush. Copy me and blush.
I liked the Kurt Cobain song that he did. And then there's one where
He was a bit wild back then.
yeah, the one where he's like going to the prom in the music video.
Prom night.
Yeah.
I like his hair. So what do you do next after your contouring?
I usually will do blush and highlight, and then I'll
Blush
do
and highlight.
eyebrows.
Okay. I never wear blush, so this is interesting.
Once in a while, I'll like try and be the person that like does their eyebrows first, but because mine are so drawn in, it's like hard to get the foundation close to them.
Oh.
And because my foundation is darker, like it look like you can see like the bare, so I typically will do eyebrows later.
Oh, I look so soft and sweet. Not.
My eyebrows are so uneven. Well, and they don't like naturally arch the same way.
It's okay, your eyes are gonna be so dramatic, it doesn't matter.
And I'm like trying to make them more even, and I feel like I'm making it worse. So I maybe should just stop. And just leave it the way it is.
I think it looks good.
everyone watching is going to think you need a glass prescription after that statement.
I'm being supportive. Jeez. This is what I get. Abuse. Is this the highlighter?
Yes. That's a pretty...
Ofra.
Yeah, that one's more intense.
I like that.
Yeah, my eyes, like, my eyebrows, one naturally arches more, and I
Same.
tried to fix it a little bit.
You weren't kidding. That's dramatic.
It's pretty, though.
It's really pretty.
I either use, like, something like that, or I'll use, like, the Mary Luminizer, where it's a little bit more subtle, but I think because of my glasses, I feel like take up a lot of space on my face, so I feel like even with dramatic highlight, it's not as, like, because my glasses are there.
Hi, baby.
You can come back?
Ooh.
I did the hard part. I got the eyebrows on.
She's gonna cry again by looking at us.
And then I have, for brows, there's a brow pencil and a powder, and then, like, I think I put the tinted brow gel in there. If not, I can go grab it. Sometimes I'll just use a powder. Sometimes I'll just use a pencil. Sometimes I'll go and use both.
It depends on the mood.
I haven't found, like, the perfect brow thing that, like, makes it look like I have eyebrows without them looking, like, super fake and drawn on. So I have so little, I don't think that there's a product that exists that can give me that. The powder does a little bit better if I blend it out in the front correctly, but I don't always do that.
Eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
I found it. You know, I feel like I should do natural because I'm dramatic. And I'm going for you. Aww.
And I've done, like, bigger, like, where I put the line, like, on the very outside of where my natural eyebrow starts, and then the underside to make it look a little bit bigger. But I feel like it looks... People at school may not notice that I go back and forth, but to try and make them a little bit thicker, but I have to be careful because everybody knows that they're fake and drawn on, I'm sure, because I just don't have anything.
Who is she?
But you have a nice natural, like, eyebrow, so, like, you have something to work with. I just don't even have anything. My mom used to give me a hard time, like, stop plucking your eyebrows, but I'm not, like, plucking. There's nothing to pluck. The few hairs that I do pluck are the ones that come in that aren't anywhere near where my eyebrow is supposed to be.
I just really like drawn on eyebrows, though, which is weird. Like, that's why I took the ends off of mine, because I'm like, I want to draw them.
So mine would be perfect for you, because you could draw them
Let's
every day.
trade. That's creepy. Never mind.
Oh, those look good, yeah.
Very handy dandy.
Very thin. I like.
Nice.
I do use the e.l.f. one sometimes, but it's a thicker pencil, and as I have so little to work with, the smaller pencil's easier for me. I have to be careful with the thicker eyebrow pencil, because the pencils tend to be wider than what I actually have. It's a struggle. She seems tired, but I know if I put her in her bed, she's just going to be mad. After that, I usually will do the setting spray. I like to do it before the mascara, because I've gotten, like, mascara under my eyes when I close them.
Okay.
That's a good one.
It is. Medusas.
Yeah, they're an
I
indie,
like that.
like vegan, cruelty-free makeup
Vegan.
brand. Yeah.
Dirt and grass. Wow.
I think I put 2 in there
That was
because
invigorating.
I think the other one is scented. So it might be a smaller glass. Well, yeah,
That looks evil.
that's another. That one's from Apocalyptic Beauty. That's a new one that I got in a little like Halloween subscription, and it's scented, but
Very cute.
I want to order a couple more from them. I don't know what it is with these indie brands, like making baby like travel. So I'm like, give me a full size bottle. Because I'm already like,
You're almost done.
I know, and I just got the glass one, and it's like half full. So I want to order a couple more because it smells good. I don't know if it does anything
Even that one smells good.
as far as longevity, but it smells good. So I'm like, I want the pumpkin spice one. That one's chai scented, but
I like chai tea.
I'm like, stop making travel size setting sprays. Make a full size bottle.
Some people don't travel often.
Well, and they charge like, that's the problem with indie brands. Like this
the
one's like
ritual.
$9.
That little tiny.
Yeah, it works good, but a full
After-
size. I will pay $9 for a bigger bottle, not for that. That's why I haven't repurchased it yet. I'm hoping I get their subscription box. I'm hoping they're gonna send me another one at some point. And then I won't have to. I'm still buying it, but I feel like I'm not buying it. What do you do after eyebrows?
Eyeshadow.
Which palette? Do we have a palette?
So, I think there's that one, and I brought.
Oh, this is pretty.
Which one?
This is the
I got
hard
that at
candy?
Walmart
hard
for
candy.
$9.
Oh, that's not
It's
bad.
a great palette. I love reds and pinks lately. I don't know why. But I go in with this red, and then I kind of blend with those others.
Okay. So
But
we'll
you
try
do
and
your
do that.
creative look.
Okay. And I'll steal
A mirror.
I think this palette has a
Challenge,
mirror.
do it blind.
Yeah, this one does have a mirror. And then there's brushes.
Somewhere.
Put them right there. Okay. See the darker red?
Yes.
And this is Makeup Forever's little duo. That eyeshadow palette is scented. like wafting.
She's being
Most
good.
of these brushes are Morphe if anybody cares. I have some others, but most of what I have is from makeup subscriptions.
Oh, not gonna drop it.
Do you use eyeshadow primer?
No. I know you're obsessed with primers.
I am obsessed with primers. Since I've like dove into the primer pool, I can't. There's no going back.
Do you really think it makes a difference?
On my eyelids it does. I don't think it does on everybody's.
Really? Because I bought one once from MAC and it just dried up and didn't do anything for me, but maybe.
There's some really good drugstore ones. I think I put my Maybelline one in there.
Really? What's your next step after all this for me?
Eyeshadow primer.
Eyeshadow primer. Of course.
Yeah, Heather I don't think uses eyeshadow primer either. She was asking me about it when we were doing makeup in level 1.
See, Heather knows.
With certain eyeshadow, I think it helps like the staying power, especially like when I have to go to work after school.
Oh, it stays longer.
And you can use concealer too. I'll do that, like especially if I'm putting something shimmery on my eyelid, I'll go in with the concealer. I'm not necessarily doing a cut crease, but I'll and then it gives it something tacky to stick to.
Let's try that. We're doing the full Alex way today.
My eyelids are very small, so for me to do actual like cut creases, I have to go way above where my actual crease is to get it to look right. And I've figured out my eyelids are slightly hooded and it's challenging to do actually. So when I guess it would be like I'm kind of doing a half cut crease, but not really. I don't consider it doing a cut crease.
It feels very strange having something on my eyelids.
That one's pretty good. I have one of Urban Decay's. I have their anti-aging one, but that one, the Maybelline one, is just as good. And then CoverGirl, I have one of theirs, and theirs is a little bit tacky.
Really?
So it really, like, the
Sticks.
eyeshadow really grabs, yeah.
So what color are you having me do today?
You can do whatever color scheme you want. There's neutral colors in there, and there's colorful.
Boy.
Lauren likes when I wear colorful eyeshadow
Yes.
to school, so
Like,
and that's my
close
favorite.
your eyes.
That's my favorite palette, so I figured you could
That's
go either
pretty.
way. There's some browns and reds, and then
You have to pick for me.
she has the this is my favorite, the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette. Since you like reds, you can do the
Okay, we'll be twins.
yeah.
She'll be my little goth sister.
There's some pretty reds in there.
The baby is being suspicious.
Laying on the floor. And I didn't do a transition shade at all. I just went in with the red, and then I'm blending it out a little bit with one of the colors from the Hard Candy palette. And she's tired, but
Aww.
I don't think she'll let me put her in her bed. Hi, sweet baby. I know.
She has the prettiest smile.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you want this one? Here. Yeah. No, you don't want that one? You can have that one. I used that one already. Don't make teeth marks. That one's Lauren's.
That would be funny to have concealer with teeth.
You're going to go home and, why does this tube look like it's been chewed on by an animal? Yeah.
She says it doesn't taste good. Wow.
And then I'm just using my finger to put one of these shimmery colors on my lid. Me and my 50 eyeshadow brushes.
Who are you?
Well, and I'm lazy, so I'll use like the same 3 brushes when I'm doing my eyes in the morning and just clean them off.
I do that too.
I do rotate what I have in here, but most days I'm not using most of.
Aww.
Digging into the palette. This is a...
She's trying to make it more pigmented. She knows what she's doing. You're just trying to help your mom, aren't you? She says, She's biting.
Yeah, she likes to chew. Trying to chew on my pants.
Aww.
Here, I closed it. There you go. And that one snapped, so you can't get it open.
She's intrigued.
She's like, Mom had this one. And I'm just cheating and putting a highlight shade from mine just to blend that out.
Wow, cheater.
There's not a highlight color in there. So that's all I'm using from mine. I brought out a couple of palettes, but yeah, the Juvia's ones are really pigmented.
That's actually so pretty. I love that.
I used the red and then one of the other reds and then just blended them out and then just put a little bit on the lid.
Aww. She wants to be held. Hi.
Are you going to be happy? I know you're a little bit tired,
Hi.
but I know if I put you in your bed, you're just going to be sad. I know. You're not going to let me put you to bed yet. Yeah. Yeah. She says, yeah, I know, Mom.
Hi. I look funny, don't I?
Say, Lauren, you look beautiful. Mm-hmm. Yes. Beautiful.
You're beautiful. She says, I know. Oh, you have little feet. Little feet.
I feel like her feet are big for her size. She's got big old baby feet. Look at that big foot.
Oh, you kick. You're so smart. You look at everything. Look at everything. Hey, now what?
And then I do eyeliner. I think I put the Kat Von D tattoo liner in there.
I bought that too. Do you want to like switch ours?
Sure.
Was the same one?
Yeah, I might as well. I have the easiest time doing wings.
With that one?
Yeah.
Me too. Okay. Okay.
Oh, these are the Urban Decay glitters?
Yeah,
Oh, I've
you
heard of
liked
these.
those glitters that I had
Yeah.
the other day, so I was like, we're doing that on you.
I'll hold you and then Lauren can maybe put it on me.
Yeah.
I'll put them up there. What do you think?
I saw yours in here. Okay. This one is mine. And this one is yours.
Okay. There was a bunch under the couch. I'll have to check under the couch when we're all done.
Are you staring? I'm just getting distracted.
I do
by
feel
your
like
talk.
your makeup looks like the way I do mine.
I feel like it does too, and you look like me. Like I'm kind of like happy.
We're achieving.
We're achieving our goal here. Hi.
You gonna talk? You're
just gonna stare at me?
Oh, okay. You gonna get down? You gonna take your eyeshadow palette and go? Do you want this back? Do you want that back? Or are you gonna play with toys? What do you think?
She says, ooh.
She like whispers to things. She's like talking to it.
Aw.
And you do a really big
Oh yes.
wing.
We go big.
I have such small eyes that that's why I
Really?
don't, yeah.
And so yours, do you do a wing?
Sometimes I do, yeah.
Or is it usually just a line?
No, I usually will do a wing with color, yeah.
But it's not too crazy.
It's not as big as the way you do your wing.
Aww. Aww. Hi.
I'll try and do one eye and then I'll pick her up and Lauren can finish at least hers.
Hi.
Do you do a thick line on the eyelid too?
Yes.
Okay.
I can hold her if you want, but I don't know if she'll freak out.
Do you want to sit with Lauren? I don't know if she will or not either.
We can see.
Yeah. very pretty sparkly sweater
Oh my
on too.
goodness. It's weird because it's like she's real. That doesn't make sense. But it's just
No,
crazy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a living thing and it came from you and it's alive and she's a person now.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You're amazing.
It was funny. I think it was a month or two ago because she's her dad's first child.
Oh.
And so she was rubbing her eyes or rubbing her face, and he was like, "She's rubbing her face like a person." And I was like, "She is a person. She's just a small person." But he was having the same kind of realization moment. Do you do a thicker line than that?
No, that's good. Okay, I think she hates me.
Bottle?
You want that?
She's just squirmy. She's a
squirmy?
busybody.
Hi. I think she did want the bottle. She likes to eat. You like to eat? I like to eat too.
She should be. She's probably growing again too, because I feel like she's been.
How much does she weigh?
At her last visit, she was 15, but that was at 6 months.
Hi.
She doesn't have an appointment again until next month, so I'm not sure. I need to like get on the scale and then hold her and get on the scale to kind of see.
Hi, are you done with that?
Her dad and I both thought she had one this month, and then I called, and the doctor's office was like, "No, that's next month."
You have pretty eyes. Pretty, pretty eyes. Her skin is so perfect. Oh, are you done with that? It's funny, she'll take a break and then she goes right back in for it.
Is that big enough?
No.
You
We
go-
gotta go to town.
You go larger than
We're
that?
going to town.
My face isn't big enough to go bigger than that. Like thicker or longer?
Thicker and
Okay.
longer.
Both?
Pretend that your face is Texas. Everything is bigger in Texas. That made no sense, but I thought it sounded inspirational. Hi. Was that a bad quote? That didn't make sense, did it? Hi. There's a foot.
Is that better?
Yes.
I feel like I'm like past where my eyebrow is. Oh, I'm like right
That
at
is
the eyebrow.
goal. We're turning you into the scene queen. Hi. She does whisper.
Yeah. Her grandpa started doing this thing where he'll like whisper in her ear. And so I think that's why she does it, because she'll like talk. But she's like whispering.
I feel so proud right now. Your wing is so big. I feel like a mom.
I think the only other time I did it this big was when I was doing that video where I was doing the
Black Friday.
Yeah. I love her. Have you ever watched any of
Yes.
I love her. She's one of my favorite. She's one of the first people I started watching on YouTube. If you've never seen her, you have to.
Yeah.
It's Black Friday is the name of her channel, but she seems like a genuinely nice person.
Yeah. Ooh. You want to move.
They're not even, and now that side's like bigger. This side's longer than the other side, and I don't know how that's even possible.
Then you go even longer on the other side.
And I have to, I think. That's the struggle, like even doing normal size.
Baby on the run.
Okay. probably as close to even as I'm going to get this side. So we'll pretend that they're even.
I think it looks great. Like literally, the right wing is perfect.
Yeah, this one, I think it was because of the angle I was holding, but they're close. But my wings typically aren't even anyway. But my glasses cover it. Again, that's why I wear glasses.
What are you doing, child?
Do you highlight?
Oh, yes.
Which highlight do you normally use? The
Oh.
one that's the one that you hit pan on in the middle. I've never used this.
It's my favorite. Hi. Oh no, not the Kat Von D eyeliner.
Does she have mine? Yeah, you can use them. Do you do blush or anything else, or just highlight? Just highlight?
No. We go in for that highlight. Aww.
And do you just highlight the cheeks, or do you take it anywhere else?
The cheeks, the middle. Oh my god, I just flipped off the camera. The middle of the nose, and then under your eyebrows. And you're perfect. And then lipstick. But are you just fascinated with your mom's bag?
It's like there's all kinds of things.
Are you intrigued?
So that is it. And then Lauren just has to do her eyeliner and her lipstick. And I think I didn't put lipstick in there. I'll get her a lipstick because I think the lipstick I was going to give her is in my purse. Because the two that I wear
You want to hold
frequently.
Is that interesting?
There's the lipstick.
Is that neat? No? See, she doesn't like primer.
Come here, wiggle butt. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle butt.
She's having a good time.
Yeah, I think I do like an average size wing. So about a third of what I have on my eye right now in your
third. I think it looks great.
I don't think it looks bad. But just to give you my face is like it's narrow and there's not a lot of like surface, I feel like, for stuff like that. Even with highlight and blush, I'm like cramming it into such a small.
Really?
Well, that's why I like my highlight brush is this little itty bitty, because I don't have a very wide top of my cheek.
And you do a pretty thin to medium line?
Yeah, just because I have small eyelid space. So like when I'm doing glitter and stuff, it covers the glitter if I do it. I think yesterday I had a little bit thicker of a line, but I was using the Wet n Wild eyeliner and their brush is kind of chubby. But I tend to do a little bit thinner just because I have limited eyelid space. And this is the Kat Von D setting spray. Oh, you're dropping things on yourself. Well, this is a good mist. Here.
We will be searching for things later.
I'll have to make sure I check under the couch. And then Lauren can put glitter on my face. Yes. She's whispering to the color switch. And I did discover that sponge comes out. I need to look up. I don't know how you're supposed to clean that thing. I assume I just flipped it over. Because the bottom, yeah, the sponge and the color switch. I assume you have to clean it periodically. If anybody knows how to clean the color switch, leave me a comment down below. I just took the sponge out, flipped it over because the bottom side was clean. But once that side gets dirty, then I don't know if you clean it. I don't know if you clean it. That would melt it. I don't know if you can use like water and like brush cleaner like you do with brushes and like these kind of sponges. I don't, or if people just buy new ones. I don't know. Do people clean them? Do you just throw it away and buy a new one?
You used to be a disgusting human being.
Well, that's why I've never cleaned it, so I just flipped it. Took it out, flipped it over, and now it's clean.
Now what?
And you did spray. And
no, I haven't. Wait, yes, I did.
Yeah. And then mascara.
Got it.
Is the last thing.
I imaginarily did that. It's oh, here it is. On the ground. I have no eyelashes anyway, basically. So.
Mine have gotten a little bit longer, but mine don't want to stay curled, so I have like 2 different eyelash curlers to even try and get them to curl in the morning. But usually by the end of the day, they're. I've never found a mascara that I'm like, oh, this is amazing. Never. I've used high-end drugstore. Nothing.
I feel like I look like
you. You do. And I put the lipstick in there. There is it's a Too Faced.
Well, I brought one for you too. Where is it? Oh. Yes. And you go ham on the overlining.
I have overdrawn my lips. It's been a while. But I have like decent sized lips, so it's one of those I've never felt like I need to overdraw them. And I've never, she's got the Kat Von D, the liner and the lipstick. I have used her lipsticks, but I've never.
Oh, really?
This is in the shade, is it Hawkwind? I think this was one of the colors you could get in the Boxy Charm this past month. Yeah.
I got it in a Christmas box. Is this the one that I'm using? Melted?
Yes.
What is that?
That one's not yours.
Oh, I heard a beeping. I was like, what is that? I've never heard my car beep before. Oh, this is so pretty.
It's a pretty everyday color. That's like a deluxe sample size. I don't know why they don't just sell that size, because I would buy more of them, because I have a full-size one, and I feel like I'm never going to use it ever in my lifetime. Like, the lipstick's going to expire before, but like these smaller sizes, I don't know why they don't just sell more of the minis. You have to wait for like holiday time when like the sets come out. And, like, just sell a small one all the time. I would. Because I feel like that one, that's a good size, I feel like, and it's still a lot.
Pumpkin spice. Oh no.
I feel like I overdrew the top a little bit, but probably.
That's where it's at.
So this is kind of the finished look. I transformed into Lauren, and Lauren transformed into me. Hopefully you guys found this video entertaining. She's grabbing things.
Yes.
This video may end up staying an hour long. I may edit it down a little bit. I don't want to edit it too much because I think it's the back and forth is pretty entertaining for people. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to see Lauren again, let me know. She can come back and we can do more videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.